Is El Fuerte coming to you with another deck building profile, and this is my Ancient Warriors right here. It's actually a very simple deck, and it's low key fire, but I'll go into it. I've actually had some good runs with this. I've been making top 8 in the local tournaments thus far, so which is very 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 good. Anyway, I'll go into the deck profile. Right, this right here, I run 3 Ancient Warrior Victorious Luzao. Right now, I switch it up between. Well, I shouldn't say switch it up, but I'm just not sure like who's like the MVP in the deck. But this one right here is right is it. Like, say, and this deck in general is like a go turn 2 kind of deck anyway. But with that being said, say like if your opponent has more monsters than you while he's on the field, you pitch your Ancient Warrior from your hand to the grave, or card, pardon me, you send a card from either from your hand or the field to the grave, then you search your deck and special summon an Ancient Warrior from your deck to the field. So, which is pretty good. So based on the situation or however it is you're trying to go, that's what you do, okay? This one right here, Ancient Warrior Ingenious Zukong. He special summons off Ancient Warrior's effect that adds to the hand, right? Then he just falls straight out from the hand, right? So if you search for him, you add him to the hand, he falls. Him right here, he's an Omni Negate. Only thing is, for you to negate, you got to send an Ancient Warrior spell a track card that's faced up on the field, like one of the continuous spell cards. You got to send it to the grave to negate it. It's a once per turn kind of thing. You either activate on your turn or your opponent's turn. All right, that's what he does. I keep going back too. And this one right here, this is the other one I think is like the MVP between this one and Victorious Luzao. I mean, right here. It's like between these two, it's like it'll make the deck go, right? Anyway, so I run 3 of him. His effect is I can send 1 card from my hand on the field, and then I can add 1 Ancient Warrior monster from my deck to my hand. So it's like if I have him in my hand and summon him, and then bring out Ingenious Zokang to my hand, he falls straight out, and then I go into my combo play for my Ancient Warrior Double Dragon Lords. I'll go into that later, and then I run 3 Graceful Zugong. I was debating cutting down to 2, but I still like his effect. But his effect is just that I could pop a continuous spell a track card, Ancient Warrior spell a track card on my side of the field. No, pardon me, a continuous spell a track card on my side of the field, and I add an Ancient Warrior spell a track card from my deck to my hand. Right? Pardon me for that mix-up. It's just I tend to run nothing but Ancient Warrior stuff in this deck for the most part. Anyway, they run very well off themselves. I mean, you could do the Tri-Brigade mix, but this by itself, it's holding me down very, 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 very well. Anyway, and on top of that, oh, yeah, that's what I forgot to mention too. Say like, no, I'll go into that later. Also, like he can't like himself, Sun Mule and Victorious Luzao. Like, as long as you have another Ancient Warrior inside the field, they cannot be targeted for an effect. Right? I'll explain something very cool about them later on. And then this one right here, I run 3 Fearsome Zhang Yin, right? So say like in the middle of a damage calculation, whether your opponent's attacking you or you're attacking your opponent's monster, either way, in damage calculation, you can special summon him from your hand to the field, right? And then that monster that you and your monsters in damage calculation with, they lose 1,000 attack, period. Excuse me. And then on top of that, say like if that monster was destroyed by battle, or any of the monsters destroyed by battle for that matter, his effect goes off and you can destroy any card on your opponent's side of the field it targets. 99.9% of these Ancient Warriors, they all target. Every last one of them target. Okay? And then on top of that, his other effect is that as long as he's on the field, your other ancient warriors on the field cannot be destroyed by battle. It's pretty cool. And then I run 3 of the Valiant Zhang Di. His effect is if you got 2 or more ancient warriors inside the field, he special summons his effect activates, and you can special summon him from the hand to the field. That's 1. And then 2, he gains 300 attack points for every monster in your opponent's side of the field. It's pretty sweet. Then his last effect is if your opponent, if your opponent has more monsters than you on the field, he can attack twice. It's pretty sweet, right? It's not bad. He extends. And then this one right here, which is like their boss monster, the Ambitious Chowday. His effect is if I have another ancient warrior on my side of the field, he cannot be targeted or destroyed by opponent card effects. Period. Cool, no problem. But his other effect that I like to use is like when you destroy an opponent's monster on their side of the field, if he destroys a monster on your opponent's side of the field, he can add that monster to your side of the field in defense mode. So once it dies, it hits the grave, it comes right back. So if he winds up knocking out Mary Jade. I said Mary Jade. That's where my mind's at. Mary Jade off the field and sends it to the grave, he snatches it right there. Mary Jade effect does not go off. It's pretty sweet, right? 3,000 beater. And then this one right here, it's like a Cyber Dragon effect, the Loyal Guanyin. If your opponent has no monsters on the field, if your opponent has more monsters on the field than you do, he special summons. Then his effect is just that your ancient warriors on your side of the field cannot be targeted by monster effects. It's all right. And then him right here, I run 2 rebellious Lu Fang. It's pretty sweet. As long as you have an ancient warrior on the field, he special summons straight from your hand. And then his effect is that you can destroy one of your opponent's monsters once per turn on your side of the field. Whoops, sorry about that. Struggle streaming. So he pops a monster on your opponent's side of the field once per turn, and that is a quick play. And you can activate on your turn or your opponent's turn, and it's a quick effect. Now the only and then he also you just got to have one of the ancient warriors special summon him. The only downside to him is that if your opponent has a stronger monster on their side of the field, on your end phase, he goes over to your opponent's side of the field. That's why he is the rebellious one. Judas. But also, if he's on your opponent's side of the field and you now then have the strongest monster, he comes back to you. Period. That's his effect. And then him right here, he's pretty sweet. I might bump him up to 2. Right? Now, the Savage Dan Yin. Now, his effect is that, while I control a level 7 or higher monster on my side of the field, my opponent burns for 400 life points for every activation of a card that they do, right? So if they activate Mystic Mind, be burned for 400. Special summon whatever monster. No, like if they ritual summon a card, they burn for that ritual spell card and burn for that. If they activate BLS's effect, they will burn for that. Get a closer look for that. Hold on. Why am I letting so smudge? Should have Windexed it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Much better. Much better. Yeah, the Savage Dan Yin. So yeah. And then on top of that, if he hits the field, rather he's normal or special, I can add to the deck 1 level 7 or higher ancient warrior monster from the deck to the hand, or add 1 ancient warrior spell or trap to the hand, which is pretty sweet. So it's like, and then when you see the spell cards, like you totally get it, you'll understand. Like it should not be a problem getting any of these bad boys to the field. Because you're extending, you get this. There's all kind of ways to get them to the field, and then I only run in 2 hand traps, even though the fearsome one, it functions like a hand trap. And anyway, only hand trap I'm using is Droll and Lockbird. I see that yeah, I could have used the Ash Blossom or anything like something like that, a Ghost Bell. I have those too. I actually have Ash Blossom in the extra deck. But I'm seeing like in the tournaments and stuff like that, Drilling Lockbird hurts my opponent a lot more than Imperm or even or Ash Blossom could. Everybody want to draw this and draw that. I see this. I see that this hand trap alone, is worth. It'll hurt the opponent way more than just interrupting the monster effect. All right, in my little humble opinion, and then I'm gonna go to the traps. I only run a couple traps, like my favorite of all time, Black Horn of Heaven, quick play, negates the special summon of the monster and destroy it. So if anybody want to synchro summon Xyz summon or Link summon, demolish all that. Okay? Same thing with this one, Grand Horn of Heaven. The only thing, it's one of my favorites too. Only thing with this one is just that if they special summon whatever monster to the field, not only does it negate the special summon of that monster, it destroys it and it skips and it pushes them forward into time into their next phase. So if they're in their main phase 1, they can now go into their battle phase, or they can skip their battle phase and go into their main phase 2. It's whatever. Either way, they are now in their next phase. Only downside to this one is that your opponent draws a card. It's whatever, as long as they can move up the phase and you negate that summon. So it's all good. Oh yeah, my fault. I run two Black Horns of Heavens. I should have had it a little bit more organized. And I run one Heavy Storm Duster, control that back row. And I still run Mirror Force to this day. Sometimes I switch it out for Storming Mirror Force, but either way, I enjoy playing them both. All right, I go into my spells. Fire Formation Tensu, for the extra normal. Fire Formation Tenki for the extra, search my deck, get that level 4, get my Masterful Sun Mew. All right. What's the other non-ancient warrior cards I got? Okay. I run one MST, Harvey's Feather Duster, Regeki, and Pot of Avarice, right? Those are the ones I run, right? Now, going to my ancient warrior stuff. This one right here is the MVP, right? Of the spells for the deck. This right here will help you get so goddamn much. Ancient Warrior Saga 3 visits, right? 3 the hard way. Hold on. Sorry about that. Sorry for the pause. I'm over here at work trying to multitask. But 3 warriors visits. If you normal or special summon an ancient warrior, to your side of the field, you can go into your deck and then add an ancient warrior monster from your deck to your hand that has a different name than the one that's on the field. So you can add another Sun Mew. No, you can add a Sun Mew. Whatever's on the field, you can add anything to your hand as long as it's a different monster. Okay, I'll talk about the combos a little later. And then this one right here, this one, Ancient Warrior Saga Deception and Betrayal. This will allow you to get This will allow you to special summon one Ancient Warrior from your hand to your side of the field. Only caveat is that you burn for 100 times the stars of that monster. So if it's for the graceful Zalian, you burn for 400. If it's I don't know, Zion, that was the wrong goddamn Ancient Warrior. But say like if you had Valiant Zhang Di, he's level 7, you burn for 700. And I probably should have said it earlier. If I'm butchering these names, so be it. I apologize, but hey, I gave an E for effort. All right. And then its other effect is that also once per turn, you could change the type of your monster, not type, but the attribute of your monster. Okay, so if it's a wind type, you could change it to a fire, dark, light, whatever. Once per turn, it's gonna be once per turn anyway. Because once you use that effect, this card gets destroyed and it goes. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Let me backtrack. Only thing with this one right here, this gets destroyed on your second standby phase. Okay, not the end phase, but the standby. All right. And even then, once it leaves the field, I know I forgot something. Yeah, and if this leaves the field, you get the special summon one ancient warrior monster from your hand to the field. My apologies. That was the big one, right? And then the last ancient warrior spell card is Borrowing of Arrows. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Ooh, pardon me. Is Ancient Warrior Saga, Borrowing of Arrows, right? So this card right here, I could target two cards. One, I could target my opponent's monster, and I cut its attack into half, and I choose an ancient warrior monster on my side of the field, and then it gains that attack that monster lost and add it to its own. So that's pretty cool, right? And then also, if I have two or more ancient warriors on my side of the field, and as long as there's different types on my field, attributes on my field, because they all beast warriors in the deck. All right. And this card gets destroyed, I could search out my deck for one Ancient Warrior, 3 visits, Ancient Warrior Saga 3 visits, which is pretty sweet. Again, 99% of this cards in this deck it all targets. All right. Now that might not necessarily be your thing, but this deck it does move. So like, let me show you like a combo, right? So let me use that. So we could say 3, but it's like you'll get the stuff that you need, and this is all tangent on your situation that you may be facing with, right? Hold on, I didn't forget about the extra deck. My mind is just going all over the place. I just want to show y'all so much of this stuff. But matter of fact, I'll go into the extra deck. It's real quick. I'll run 15 cards, right? One Gaga Cowboy. Whoops. Should have organized that better. 1 Nightmare Phoenix. 2 Nightmare Unicorns. 1 Bow Goddess. 1 Time Redoer. Brotherhood Fist Tiger King. 1 Barrel Dragon. And then I run 2 Dragon Lords. I ain't gonna front. Dragon King, I hardly use him as is, but when I need him, that boy come in the clutch. Because there's been effects on that field. Like I just cannot hop over. I will link into him and get my babies. Oh my goodness. With my other side card. I hope I didn't leave it in the house. Hold on, let me pause the video. And again, my apologies, because I said I had 15, I had 10. Right? Totally forgot. But and then also I have I run 1 Dreadnought, and then I run 1 Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon Gustav Max, and then 1 Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut. How you pronounce that last name? It's pretty shiny, right? Libre, whatever. But yeah. So just to show y'all a quick little combo, right? Like let's just say, I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna make up a situation right now, right? Okay. I don't know. Let's just say you got that in your hand, and let's just say you got this in your hand. You got that in your hand. No. You got him and him. Number 5 don't really matter now. Let's just say you got Zhang Di in the hand, right? Okay. Now, how would I open up this hand, right? Okay. So since I got 3 Warriors visits on the hand, I'll activate that first, okay? And then if my opponent has something on this side of the field, I'll special summon him. And once he's special summoned, I'll go through my deck, and then I will add him to my hand, right? I'm still in good shape, right? And then I can normal Masterful Sun Mu. I'll activate Sun Mu's effect to search my deck for any ancient warrior monster in my deck and add it to my hand. by sending one card from the hand or one card from the field. So I'll send this to the grave, right? And then I'll search out Ingenious Zen Kong, add it to my hand. Now I'm resolving effects right now, right? So since he was the last one, his effect will go off. I special summon him from the hand to the field. Let me zoom out some more. Okay, right? And then resolving the effect of ancient warrior visits. I get a special summon. I special summon him to the field, right? Now, to his summon, right, I will go through the deck and add an ancient warrior card. Keep in mind, this is what you got in your hand. So you get to add a monster and a level 7 higher ancient warrior monster or a spell card. Man, but looking at my hand, there's nothing that I really need. I could go for what you call it, like the boss monster, Ambitious Chowde. I don't need them right now. So I'm gonna add this to the hand, right? I'm allowed, it gives me an extra special. You're gonna see what happened. Now look at what happened to my field. I got 3 extra monsters on the field, right? This is all on one go. And then I'll activate, boom, Deception and Betrayal. I get an extra special. And then I'll use the effect of I'm about to link it off anyway. So I'm gonna go, but still nonetheless, I'm gonna go for him. Activate his effect. I get the special. And then depending on the situation, I still try to keep him on the field in case my opponent try to get cute with something. I can negate whatever. So I don't necessarily need him right now, right? So I can link him off, but it's your taste, right? Again, according to your situation and whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? So check this out. So boom, I got him right here. But let me move him up. Double Dragon Lords, search my deck for an Ancient Warrior card, right? So I still have not used this effect, right? Whoops. He came to the field off of Ancient Warrior Saga 3 Visits. He came to the field off of his own effect. Same thing with him right here, right? Double Dragon Lords is over here allowing me to get an extra, add a card to the hand. So in this one, why not? I'll add the boss monster this time, right? If I could find him in my hand. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? The Ambitious Child there, right? Yep, there you go. You're right there. I add him to my hand, right? Then I use the effect of Deception and Betrayal. I pay 800 life points and he hits the field, right? And then I use his effect to special summon him to the field, okay? And keep in mind, his effect, you know, all your monsters gain 500 life points and he can compulse, okay? So, yeah, at the cost of sending one card either from your hand or the field to the graveyard, so he could take himself, all right? So just giving a brief survey of the field, you got 1 Valiant Zhang Di, got 1 Savage Dan Yen, got 1 Ingenious Zhao Kung. Sorry for these names, yo. Ambitious Chowde. In the Ambitious Department, Rebellious Lu Feng. And you got their link to Double Dragon Lords, okay? Now this is not a bad field. Now this is, well, they could really OTK, period. And you know, you don't necessarily need all these monsters to do it. Like, as long as you got 1, 2, and whatever the third monster would be, as long as it's beefy, like Valiant Zhang Di, like you're good. Or Savage Dan Yen. Okay, that would be 33, 35, what's that? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 27. Assuming the monster, you probably got no monsters over there. Well, he's 32. So yeah. And he's 16. So you're in good shape. All right, y'all. So this is my current deck right now. You know, if you got any feedback on anything, you know, feel free to let me know. Yeah, I'm struggle streaming or struggle uploading, which is fine, you know. But this is what I got, and I'm at the job, okay? So if y'all got anything to say, or any questions, please let me. Oh, my side deck. That's what I almost forgot to show y'all. Right, it's not much of a side deck, but I forgot what this do. No, oh, what the hell was it? Your opponent cannot target your monster's bar with their effects, and then that's based off depending on if they flip a coin, and then this one right here says no. Hold on, again they mixed up. Yeah, your opponent cannot activate effects in response to your opponent to your cards going off, right? And then if this should leave the field, all your monsters gain the effect of like if you destroy something on their side of the field, a problem. Yeah, you can pop something on their field. But that's all I got, y'all. Have a good day. Cheers.